pretty nervous. I really didn't want to do it. Well, this is the first video interview I've done, and the first interview where I guess I step out from behind my model image. I really hate doing interviews, actually. I don't know, just because I think a lot of people are like looking for something. I wanted to do this video though because I thought it would be, I guess, a nice introduction and exercise for me.
Can you talk a little bit about what your style says about you?
Well, hopefully that I am cool, comfortable, and creative. Oh, I used to have like 40 different wigs, like human hair, synthetic, all sorts of different colors and styles. The minute I came home or the minute I was with like a close friend, I would automatically just take it off. I stopped wearing wigs about 4 years ago. I wore wigs really only for societal purposes, you know, to blend in.
Can you take the back, put the back up? Talk more about modeling, like how all that started and like what your feelings are about it.
I started modeling 3 years ago. My boyfriend that I started seeing at the time was a photographer and a videographer, and he kind of encouraged me to start modeling. I never let anyone take my photo before. I only wanted to be photographed by people who I felt understood me. And I didn't really meet too many people that did.
Can you take off your hat?
Sure.
Can you talk about assumptions that you think people make about you when they first meet you that are maybe true or untrue?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people judge me. I think people think I'm pretty fucking weird. When I go on a photo shoot, if there's other industry models there, they normally don't really know what to make of me, and they're usually like, what the fuck is this? And it's difficult for me in the fashion world because a lot of people think of me kind of as a gimmick. Oh, she's just being exploited for her differences, and for me, I think people really have to talk to me and get to know me in order to, I don't know, understand where I'm coming from or see where I'm coming from. It's pretty difficult. It's difficult though.
Go ahead. It happens on every one of these.
I don't know, my interaction with people is stressful. We're all mirrors to each other, and I think a lot of people, they tend to project their bullshit. So I have to remember that if ever there is any I guess if anyone does say something to me or judge me in a certain way, it's really just a reflection of themselves and their own issues that they're dealing with. It just kind of sucks that I have to be the one, that receives it. I was born with something called Ectodermal Dysplasia. It's a genetic disorder. It affects the dermal layer of skin. So it affects your pores, your hair, your teeth, your nails. And ectodermal dysplasia is an umbrella term for a lot of different disorders. And then I've had interviewers go and do their own personal Google research, and then they'll say, oh, Melanie has this, this, and this, and this. And it's a whole bunch of stuff that is maybe associated with what I have, but it's not at all like what I have. The things that make me different from other people, I think, is really painful or scary for them to have to go through. They don't understand it, so it makes them feel very uncomfortable. When I was younger, I was in the hospital a lot, and I had like around 30 to 40 surgeries, like, and I had a lot of other different stuff going on. Didn't really have a really good family environment. There was a lot of alcoholism and abuse that I went through. My ectodermal dysplasia, it was certainly like a stimulant to all of the stress that and the environment I was in, but it kind of, growing up, I never really thought it was like the main cause. It was kind of just like the icing on the cake, like to make everything worse. Growing up, I never thought I would be alive, like, past the age of 18, so I don't know, I just really thought I would be dead. I don't know why. I never thought I would kill myself, but I just kind of thought there would be like an accident and then something would happen to me. But then as I got older, I did think I would kill myself. But then I just could never bring myself to do it because I think I just knew like there's no point. Even though I didn't know if there was any point to living, I was like, well, there's no fucking point in like killing myself. I'd rather experience life as it is right now. I'm all red. This is what happens when I start crying. It gets worse because I can't sweat, so I dehydrate.
Who is somebody that's like been a real inspiration and influence?
My boyfriend is just a very positive person, and he lives very presently, so he's really helped me be comfortable, I guess, with who I am, and just basically say like, fuck you to the world, and like just do your own thing. I went through a lot, like 4 or 5 years ago. I got out of an abusive relationship, and then I got kicked out of my family's house, and it was kind of like my foundation was completely like ripped up from underneath me, or like completely broken down, and I had no choice but to like try to find myself again.
What's been one of your happiest moments?
Oh God. Probably, well, definitely when I'm modeling. I love modeling. It's just a time for me to be completely open. I guess it's kind of like a therapeutic process for me. A lot of people that I grew up with, when I first started modeling, I don't think I really had their support. But even with people that I went to art school with, I don't think a lot of people understood why I was doing that. I think they thought I was like maybe taking the cheap way out, like they think modeling is like shallow and like all image based.
When do you feel the most beautiful?
I'm almost always asked when I think of beauty standards of today, and I'm kind of like, ugh. I don't know, primarily because I don't even like, I've always thought of myself as beyond all of that. I never thought I was beautiful, but I also never thought I was ugly. For me, beauty was always more of a feeling and a state of being. Last year I was like top 25 like ugliest celebrities, like in some like Russian newspaper I saw. And when I first started modeling, the word ugly was always attached before beauty, and now maybe it's just what I choose to like pay attention to, but the word beauty is often associated with it.
Can you take the dress?
Oh yeah.
That was like, that my whole body just like...
I don't know, I don't really know if I'm making any sense right now.
You're making perfect sense.
I haven't talked about any of this stuff in a long time. Well, I think maybe ever.
When do you feel the most vulnerable? Well,
I'm in love. And or when I'm with someone that I really care about.
Last question. Can you respond to the phrase, to the quote, "In your body is a good place to be"?
It's a good place to be because it's the only place you can be.
Would you ever trade?
No. I think I'm like really the only person that can deal with what I've been through, and I wouldn't want to wish what I have or what I've experienced on anyone else. I have thought about what life would be like if I was born without a cleft palate and like maybe with like a full head of hair, and I think I would be really boring. I think it wouldn't be very exciting. Not to imply that I don't think your lives are unexciting, but I don't know. Even though I've been through a lot, you know, they're my experiences. So, and I like where everything has brought me today. Yeah, I like where I am.
It's amazing. Thank you so much. That was amazing.
I'm like, sorry if I didn't really answer any questions directly.
The whole thing was so perfect.
I cried like 8 times.
Okay, and
Me too.
it was just so amazing.
I feel like I can't really stay on topic, but
No, you were extremely articulate.
I'm like really sure.
And you know what my feeling is too after? My feeling is you are the ultimate role model.
This is the first time I've done this. I really don't know. Thank you.